Hello there. Welcome. What? So, I've been reflecting on my life and interpersonal relationships I've had during my experience, the connections that I've endured, experienced, and as it stands, I feel very much in a new, fresh energy, and I can see how new people are starting to come into my field of awareness, beneficial, good connections, rooted in love and security. This isn't a sub story. I'm not sad about the life that I've lived or any single aspect of it, but I'm just speaking the way I see it. I lived a very lonely life. There's a lot of people out there with a similar story, just never fitted into society, and school maybe confused or terrified them, or they discovered rebellion at an early age, and for that reason they always stood out and maybe stood for truth and was just innocent, and the world beats that out of us, right? We're supposed to be happy to be swallowing shovels full of misery, getting on with it, pretending like we don't have a clue that that's not what life is all about. Anyway, so I used to be very sociable, but it was fake. It was because I just liked being around people and feeling like I was part of a group. Now in my late teen years, into my early 20s, my peer group was people who enjoyed taking substances to induce different states of consciousness and dance. But outside of that environment, the connections falter because really it's about escapism, so you can't connect through escapism. Anyway, in this life, anybody who I've allowed to come close to my precious heart has in some way disrespected it. And I'm not pointing fingers, because ultimately that is down to my own lack of self-respect and clarity about boundaries and protecting my peace and all this stuff. Confusion when there's still like quantum entanglements because of thoughts and emotions and stuck energy with unresolved situations, residual that. Then we're not connected to our own self unless our energy field is clear and has no outside influence. And this is to do with being a master of your thoughts as well, because that's where it starts, that's where the chain starts, at thoughts, which is just energy in the head, okay? The mind, the crown, all of that. So, I have allowed people to show me what I am worth to me. It's a bit of a difficult path to understand that and come to that conclusion, but ultimately, any experience that we live which is not what is, or untruth, illusion, any illusory experience just draws out the clarity, the direction to understand what is. Every time somebody has shown me what they believe love to be, it's more that that's what they believe the love that they are able to give is, more than that they believe I'm not worthy of full, true, pure, unconditional, which I don't like that word. It doesn't, it's kind of a paradox, but you know, love for the sake of love. God's love. Not love for favours, love for validation, because we're not children anymore. Well, more to the point, we are. We are really children, truly children, but we can't be polluted. We are pure. We do not get defiled, and we do not defile. So connecting with women has been one aspect of my journey. But past a certain point, it only became about connecting with others in order to see myself. In this life, sounds like that might be a new catchphrase. In this life, I have seen my own reflection in many different places. And that's because a process that started out as running away became a process of running towards. So, for example, you can run away from your hometown and go and live on the streets. But anything that you're carrying within is going to be projected into that outer world. Whether that's amongst your family and friends from your history, or walking down the street, anywhere. So you can't run from yourself. So the three most important connections in this life, as per my opinion. Primarily, only the connection with yourself matters, because it sets the tone for the quality of connections with anybody else. If you love yourself, you won't stand for any nonsense. If you love yourself, you will command respect and love solely just by existing and standing tall with your head up and your chest back. So, yeah, our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with food, and our relationship with water. Anyway, that's a different video. So I have experienced some mad, otherworldly connections with humans in this life that are beyond logical sense. Deeply spiritual points of contact with humans who I may never hear from or see again in this life. Some have lived all around the world just through this magical device, which is something to be handled with care. Another video again. But yeah, in terms of friends, two things go on at once, right? So, any experience that I have had, two things have happened. Say, for example, every instance where somebody has stabbed me in the back, or stolen from me, or slandered my name, or spat in my face, or physically assaulted me, or rejected me and kept their door closed when they needed help. Anybody that's done that, I have experienced a traumatic episode where pain has become a part of the process. But the flip side of that is, all pain is an invitation and an opportunity, because it's not natural for us to live with pain. We can be free of pain, but first we have to experience it, we have to name it, and we have to disempower it by accepting it and swallowing it up into our big lovely hearts and saying nobody's to blame for anything. Isn't life wonderful actually? Because God is love, and if God is for us, who can be against us? So let's just say the connections I have had previously, apart from some, see, this is the beauty of it, right? Anything pure is protected, so it comes back together. There were people from my previous years popping up, and we're reconnecting. I'm connecting with others as well, like godly people. I have been in full hermit mode for about 97 years. Drawing strength to be a safe person so that I can bless others with my gift of loving service, whatever that looks like, without any fear, or not even fear. I'm not scared. It's just, it's enough. It's too exhausting to be messing about, battling demons, when we could be playing on a swing that's attached to an oak tree, relaxing in the breeze, you know? So yeah, connection. Obviously, connect with yourself repeatedly over and over again. Tune into your heart space. It's a reminder. I love you.